Eighth, you begin to experience victory over sin in your life. You begin to experience victory. 1 John 5, 1-5. This is the 1 John 2:14 passage. I write to you, dear children, because you know the Father. I write to you, fathers, because you know him who is from the beginning. I write to you, young men, because you are strong, and the word of God lives in you, and you have overcome what? The evil one. So, I got saved as a young man. This last passage, so speaks to me. I got saved as a young man. I had lots of sin in my life that I couldn't conquer. But now I'm born again, I'm walking out, and suddenly Satan comes tempting me with whatever it might be. Maybe it was with pornography. Maybe it was with lust. Maybe it was with immorality. I always went down in defeat, but now I'm born again, and suddenly Jesus gives me the victory to go, Satan, you're no longer my master. Jesus is Lord. And I'm no longer interested in giving in to what you want me to do. There's victory. It doesn't, now I want you to understand, you keep growing, okay? You keep moving along. Everyone who believes that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. And everyone who loves the Father loves his child as well. This is how we know that we love the children of God, by loving God and carrying out his commands. In fact, this is love for God, to keep his commands. And his commands are not burdensome. So when you get born again, honoring the Lord on the Sabbath is no longer a burden. Before I was born again and someone would say, well, hey, let's go to church on Sunday, I'd be like, that's a burden. I want to sleep in and I want to go play games. What a burden that people have to go to church. But after I was born again, I was like, that's no burden at all. This day belongs to the Lord. Before I was born again, you could steal. But after I was born again, it was like, this isn't a burden to stop stealing. Before I was born again, honoring my parents, what a burden. My parents aren't perfect. They mess up. But after I was born again, suddenly it wasn't a burden to honor my father and my mother. There's a change that occurs with the commands. For everyone, verse 4, for everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Who is it that overcomes the world? Only the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. So how do you get victory over the flesh, Satan, and the world? By believing. By putting your faith in Jesus Christ, by being born again, where Jesus, I know I'm getting technical, gives you a new nature that desires to please God, that gives you victory. You get the strength from God himself.